And this is the knit and grit. This is go time, bro.
So it's beat yourself up and do it to it and just push that limit up.
Yeah, I mean, it takes a lot of courage to get up on that stage. I ain't gonna lie to nobody. It does to do this legitimately and to be on that stage in front of people. It takes a lot of courage. I mean, we're all like anybody who's working out and trying to change their bodies to kind of have a certain look or a style is a bodybuilder. You're a bodybuilder. It's just you're not competitive. There's a difference to it. We're all bodybuilders. It's just what kind are you? You know, are you just one for self and just want to have your own feel, your own look good, and things of that nature. And then there's those who want to look good, but it's competitive. Something in here wants to try to take it to another level.
Be the top dog.
Yeah, I'd be lying, like I really am competitive. I know, other guys, have fun, this and that, and I am gonna have fun this Saturday. It's gonna definitely be one tremendous experience, no matter how much my nerves are still kind of like on edge, because you don't want to ever go into those things and not place or be dead last, not even be looked at. And I'm crazy, this, I'm crazy. No matter times you guys tell me, I look on points like that, I always look at everyone else as like they're gods, and I'm like the sod, I'm like way down here, so, and again, I'm just sharing you with just the whole take of it, but I'm happy I made it.
Boy, you're almost there, so you pushed the limit, dude.
Mm-hmm.
I've watched you do it and watched you go through it.
That's pretty much it.
So what do you think the people are going to take after watching this video? What can they take from this?
This is what I hope you guys could take from just hearing me talk about 20 years, my passion, everything about it. And this doesn't have to do with even bodybuilding, whatever it is a person wants, right? Life is going to throw you some curveballs. Stuff's going to happen. And no matter how bad things can get at times in your life, it's about perseverance. Like, regardless of what goes on in this little wacky mind of mine, our internal demons, yours and mine, you know what I mean? It's about pushing forward. And no matter how bad situations may have been, especially in the past, because people have a tendency to like...
How much you beat yourself up over that shit.
Yeah, like mentally, like we're not talking physical now. We're talking like mental, emotional.
Mental, emotionally.
Take a look at me. 41 years old. I've gone through some shit. But if you think about it in all respect of everything I discussed, I found a way out of no way. Even when I didn't think there was a way. And sometimes when we're in those levels of darkness, we never see a way out. But none of it's permanent. Now, you could make it last a long fucking time. Like, don't get me wrong. You stay in that dark place long enough, you're going to be there for a while. But sooner or later, for the same thing that takes a chain of events, like one like little wrench kind of thrown that can kind of throw everything off and out of whack, the same thing kind of thrown in, just like even if it's like a little leg up, something simple as like when you would check on me while I was in Blythe, just to see how I am mentally. Just like when I was in Hawaii, you just wanted to see how it was because I wasn't doing so well mentally.
I know you weren't in the best moods, you know what I mean, and you're going through it.
But something simple as that, and just hearing that, and even though I was venting and kind of like being down, what ends up happening, I go back to the gym, spark, wherever you want to go in life, and this is for all you guys, wherever you want to go, no matter where it is.
We're not going to talk about falling in manhole incident.
You really had to fucking bring up the manhole, huh?
We will.
Okay, I'll make a long story short just because he brought this up. Okay, it was like probably about maybe what was it, 2 weeks before I was gonna come home.
Yeah, about 2 weeks.
So I was 2 weeks from finishing the job. I'm leaving Iron Hawaiian Fitness. You know where Dwayne Johnson works out at when he's out there in Honolulu. And long story short, I fall in a fucking manhole on my way back from the gym.
I'm still trying to figure out how the fuck did you not see
I was on the phone
the
talking.
whole-
I was on the phone just texting back a friend. We're just going back and forth, la la la. Didn't even see it coming. All it is just fell in a fucking manhole. Okay, yes, I fell in a fucking manhole in Hawaii.
Shit happens.
It's like a cartoon. I was a cartoon character. Manhole was open and it was in the most oddest places. There was like no cones, no nothing. The covering to the manhole was probably about 15 feet away from the original spot. So whoever moved it was probably a very pissed off, disgruntled employee.
Just left it off there, huh?
Yep. And here I go. But, you know, back to what I was saying about what you guys could take away from this. I didn't quit. I didn't give up. And neither should you. No matter what you go through in life, no matter how bad some situations could be or fucked up as they can,
And they could get pretty fucked up.
they are temporary. It's only you that makes it last as long as it's going to last. And another thing I hope you guys, get out of this is that you do need to develop some thick skin and do develop some mental toughness. And I mean that. Get the fuck out of your feelings. Quit worrying about oh, I just want to be happy. Well, you control your happiness.
Yeah, it's only within that make yourself can make your own being happy.
Exactly. So it's like, just get the fuck out your feelings, because sometimes shit's gonna happen and you just gotta be tough about it. And I know that might hurt some of the, my viewers or even some of my followers' feelings, but y'all should know me by now. You share the way I speak, especially friends of mine. You know how I feel. I have a saying, it's called fuck your feelings. Because feelings didn't get me anywhere. At all. Just me being in my feelings all the time didn't get me nowhere.
Climbing that tough road.
If anything, being in my feelings caused a lot of hindrance. But once you step out of your feelings, once you step out of levels of comfort and your comfort zones, and you kind of go into the unknown, and you constantly are always in the unknown, all that shit subsides and kind of goes away. I mean, don't get it wrong. I don't mean don't be mindful of somebody, is going through a rough time, and don't be like a dick and asshole like, man, what the fuck you crying about? I'm not saying that kind of shit, being a rude asshole. But, yeah, it's bad now, but things change. Seasons change.
Over time, wounds heal.
Yeah. I mean, it's up to you how long the wounds are going to heal. If you keep opening the door and holding resentments and holding all that stuff, think about all the situations I've walked in and walked through. You including, when I say me, it ain't just me. We're one and the same. We've been riding with each other for over 35 fucking years.